Evet arkadaşlar, selam. Hogwarts Legacy ikinci bölümle tekrardan karşınızdayım. Silo Potter'la yeni maceralar, yeni heyecanlar, yeni görevlerle devam edeceğiz. Şimdi ilk bölümde ne yaptık? Açın izleyin abi. Açın izleyin ilk bölümde ne yapmışız. Şimdi Ravenclaw olduk. Odadayız. Daha çıkmadık. Ortak odayı bulacağız şimdi. Başlamadan önce abone olmayı, videoyu beğenmeyi unutmayın. Canınız isterse yorum da yapabilirsiniz. Neden yapamayasınız? Evet, bakalım. Şimdi yukarı mı? Yukarı. Oyun çok iyi. Sardı, sarıyor.
This should be interesting.
Just so I'd have an excuse to visit Ollivander's again. I could open wand boxes all day.
Burası ortak oda galiba.
I suppose some introductions are in order.
Evet.
This should be interesting.
Selamünaleyküm birader.
One moment. Watch this.
O ne lan? Torpil mi atıyor?
What is this?
Someone threw a dung bomb.
Şakacı şey.
Let's get out of here.
Osuruk
That
bombasının
wasn't
yeni bir
quite
hali
the
herhalde.
reaction I wanted. Oh well.
Right. What did you hope would happen?
I suppose I hoped it would lighten the mood. Ravenclaws can be a bit on edge the first day of class. I'm Everett, by the way. You seem downright calm next to some of these characters, and you survived a rather harrowing trip here.
Biraz gerginim.
Harrowing indeed. I'm still a bit on edge myself and a little nervous for classes to start.
Oh, you needn't be worried. Truly, there's no reason to be nervous. Most professors are firm but fair. I mean, not all of the tricks I play are as simple as a tossed dung bomb, and I'm still here.
Wait, did you say most professors are fun but fair?
Ha, I did. But probably best I let you judge for yourself. I do tend to push their limits. I should wander off before someone traces that dung bomb back to me. Nice meeting you.
You too, Everett.
That new fifth year. I wonder where they're from. Can't imagine starting new school this late.
Şu diğerleriyle de bir tanışalım. Samantha ve Amit.
I'd like to do some window shopping in Hogwarts next weekend. Must be different. Starting Hogwarts in a rich.
Herkes benim hakkımda konuşuyor ya.
I want him to be in the perfect place. A place he'll be happy with. But I can't seem to find it. Great golden gobstones! I want him to thrive here.
Golden gobstones.
My own little expression. I bought this Dittany seedling from home and I so want him to feel cozy. Dittany is amazing, isn't it? So much healing power in such a little plant. I've a bit of a thing for plants, as you can see. Pleased to meet you. I'm Samantha.
Nice to meet you, Samantha. Is Dittany used in Wiggenweld potion?
It is. Looks like someone's been studying up on their potion making.
Actually, Professor Fig told me about the Wiggenweld potion.
Of course. I heard you were studying with him before term. He's an enigma, Fig. Teaches about theory, yet seems to know a lot about practical magic.
Professor Fig does know a great deal about, different forms of magic.
Well, I hope he told you about more than Wiggenweld. You've lots to catch up on, I'm sure.
It was nice to meet you, Samantha. Good luck with your Dittany.
Thank you. And good luck to you too on your first day.
Eyvallah. Görüşürüz.
That's just brilliant, Amit. Brilliant.
Amit
You
ne
think you
yapıyorsun
could-
Amit?
Ah, that is not. Why, hello. Would you like to take a look?
Atayım hadi göz atayım. Bakmadan
Can't
olmaz.
see too much in the day. Well, except for stars like Sirius, Canopus, Vega, and Arcturus. I'm Amit. Pleasure to have you in Ravenclaw. Never met someone who's been so close to a dragon before.
Can't say I'd recommend it, frankly. It's nice to meet you, Amit. I take it you like astronomy.
Oh, yes. So much to be learned from the stars. Also, there's something about the open air and night sky above the tower. It's invigorating. You will adore astronomy. Professor Shaw is incredibly knowledgeable.
I hope astronomy's on my schedule. Sounds interesting.
I have good news for you. You are most definitely taking astronomy. It is required for all fifth years. You will be enthralled with the tower. Plus, a quality telescope can show you things you never dreamed of.
I suppose I'll see you in class then.
Yes. Oh, and speaking of class, better get to my first one of the year. Nothing like the smell of fresh parchment, is there? Be seeing you.
Hadi. Görüşürüz.
Hey there, new Ravenclaw. Professor Weasley is looking for you just outside. You'd best not keep her waiting.
Do you think it's true that
Good morning. I trust you're ready for your first day at Hogwarts?
I've been dreaming of this day for a long time. Can't believe I'm here.
Well, you are here. Make the most of it. You only have one first day at Hogwarts. Now, in light of your unique situation, joining us as a fifth year, you'll need to catch up with your classmates and not fall behind. Especially as you'll be expected to complete your OWLs at the end of the year.
OWLs? Owls?
Yes, your ordinary wizarding level exams. They will determine what type of career you can have when you leave here. After much discussion with the headmaster and the Department of Magical Education at the Ministry, we've devised something extraordinary to ensure your success. Here you are.
Kitap geldi.
What is it?
It is a wizard's field guide. It will help you to keep track of what you are learning so that you master all that's expected of a fifth year. You would be wise to take full advantage of this exceptionally valuable resource.
Thank you, Professor, but what do you mean it will keep track of what I'm learning?
Perhaps seeing it in action will answer any questions you may have. Walk with me and we shall put it to the test. This way. The guide will give you opportunities to practice your magic and educate yourself about wizarding lore.
Çözünürlüğü değiştirebiliyor mu ya ben? Bir dakika şimdi.
I certainly would have appreciated something like the field guide when I was a student.
Şu an daha iyi oldu gibi.
Why don't you cast Revelio on this bust and see what details the field guide can provide?
Revelio.
Aa. Okay.
Clever, isn't it? Keep your eyes open for more opportunities like that, inside and outside of the castle. No time to
Şimdi
waste. You've classes to attend.
Parşömenler, bu kağıtları toplayıp herhalde özellik kazanıyoruz. Yani öyle o tarz şeyler yani. Bu arada böyle daha iyi oldu ya. Çözünürlüğü düşürünce. Demin sanki takılıyordu biraz çünkü. Bir şeye daha bakacağım. Bir saniye. Aynen yani böyle daha iyi abi. Şey biraz altta bende neyse.
Ah, good timing.
Tam ekran
Perfect
oldu en azından.
opportunity to
Demin
show you how to use twin flames
şeritliydi.
to get around a bit quicker.
Şu an tam
Your
ekran.
field guide contains a map of the castle. Open it up and find Central Hall.
Hızlı seyahat noktası keşfetmişiz. Haritayı buna bak. Böyle mi açıyorum? Hogwarts iki ana bölgeye ayrılmıştır. Haritanın sol tarafı öğrencilerin ve profesörün yaşadığı yerdir ve evin ortak salonlarını ve büyük salonu içerir. Devam etmek için merdiven bölgesini seçin. Seçtim. Bu görünümde o bölgede mevcut olan Blue Flames'i görebilirsiniz. Green Blue Flames kendi evinizin ortak odası da dahil olmak üzere keşfettiğiniz alevleri temsil eder. Green Blue Flames keşfedilmemiş. Tamam. Şimdi burada bunu seçiyoruz o zaman. Burada gidebileceğimiz burası mı var? Ha, gittik. Şu an gittim. Hızlı gittim. Çok hızlı gittim yalnız. İyi oldu ya böyle tam ekran, o ne öyle. Bir de çözünürlük de takılıyor da hafif.
And here we are. Quite the time saver. These
Aşırı
stairs lead directly to Central
artık
Hall.
1070 ekran kartını
You can get almost anywhere
bir şey
in the
yapmak
castle
lazım artık
quickly from
herhalde,
Central
bilmiyorum.
Hall.
Yeni nesilde kastırıyor
Always
biraz.
something
Hem
happening
kayıt hem
here.
oyun
It's
birazcık
the
zor
heart
tabii.
of the hive, our King's Cross station,
Tek
so to
PC'de.
speak.
Abone olun lan. Videoyu da beğenin.
That should be all for now. You'll be
Neler
expected
çekiyorum
to
burada bak.
attend both Charms and Defense Against the Dark Arts classes today. And I'd like to be sure you get to Hogsmeade as soon as possible to replace the supplies you lost on the way here.
Teşekkürler
Thank you,
Profesör.
Professor Weasley.
A lot to absorb on your first day, and you have much to learn. Happily, your professors have agreed to create additional assignments for you outside of class. You'll be up to speed in no time. Judging by your adept use of Revelio earlier, I'd say Professor Fig succeeded in at least showing you the basics.
He did, Professor.
He's been terribly vague as to the events preceding your arrival, specifically about what happened after that awful dragon attack. My suspicion is that there's more to the story than a search for belongings and an extended trip up to the castle.
Bence yok.
I'm sorry, Professor, but I'm afraid that's all there is to it.
Almost precisely what Professor Fig said. Speak
Oo,
of the devil.
kral geldi.
Professor Fig, your ears must have been burning.
Oh?
Yes. You seem to have provided our new fifth year with a solid foundation in the basics of spellcasting.
Ah, I'm afraid I can't take all the credit there, Professor. They've a rare aptitude for magic, it seems.
Well, I'm just glad you both arrived in one piece. Perfectly good boats and carriages to Hogwarts, and you chose to fly in the path of a dragon.
I wouldn't say I chose the dragon's path, Professor. Rather unfortunately, it would seem that it chose us.
Very well. Enough chit-chat. I need to get to class myself. Might I rely on you, Professor Fig, to explain the details of the field guide's map?
Of course.
Thank you.
Hadi canım hadi.
Good luck today. And remember to use your field guide. It will be invaluable to you. And invaluable to me, as I'll be using it to keep up to date on your progress.
Yes, Professor.
Come and find me in my classroom after you've attended both classes today, and I'll explain more about those assignments I mentioned. And we'll see if we can't get you to Hogsmeade for those supplies.
Allah Allah. Hadi bakalım. Selamünaleyküm. Ne yaptın ya? Reis Fik.
It's good to see you, Professor.
And you. I was hoping our paths would cross today before you immersed yourself in studies. Did I
Hadi ya.
hear you masterfully evade Professor Weasley's interrogation regarding our late arrival?
I did my best, but I'm fairly certain she suspects that we're not being entirely forthcoming.
Yes, well, Professor Weasley is a brilliant and astute witch. It was right to keep the details to yourself for now. We don't know where this path we've embarked upon will lead. It may require a bit more flexibility with your time than she would approve of. And she may feel obliged to share details with the headmaster that would be better left between us.
Understood, Professor.
Good. Now, as capable as you are, I believe the ability you possess obliges you to be well trained. Happily, you have the benefit of an exceptionally skilled team of witches and wizards to guide you. Speaking of guides, and so that I may avoid another not-so-subtle reproof from Professor Weasley, why don't I show you the clever enchantment we included in the field guide's map? Unfold it and have a look.
Mevcut görevler geldi. Bakalım. Karanlık sanatlara karşı savunma sınıfı. Okay. Buna gidebilirim şimdi.
The map is enchanted to help you find your way.
This will be incredibly helpful. Thank you.
Now, sounds like you've quite a day ahead, what with classes and a trip to Hogsmeade for supplies, including your own wand. You'll enjoy Mr. Ollivander. He's an exceptional craftsman and a good friend. I shall reach out when I have more information about our mysterious locket. For now, focus on your classes and pay attention. More than your owls may hinge on the magic you are able to master within these walls.
Buradan ha. Lan ittiriyor mu açılmıyor. Yukarı geçiyor. Ne bağırıyorsun lan? Zaten her şey hareket ediyor. Korkmaya yönelik bir oyun.
Is that all you've got?
Professor Hecat!
Perhaps you'd be good enough to blast each other to pieces in your own time. I get new students every year, but I only have one Hebridean black skull. It was a token from the Great Poacher Raid of 1878. No doubt you've heard of it. Now, you may be asking yourself how an old woman like me single-handedly took out the largest poacher ring in eastern Wales and lived to boast about it. Knowledge. To the wise, age matters very little. Today we will review a spell that has saved me from death at the hands of dark wizards more times than I care to
Yeni büyü
remember.
öğreneceğiz şimdi.
Levioso.
Levioso? A
Levioso.
levitation charm?
Levioso!
Aha.
A surprised opponent is a weak opponent. Care to defend yourself, Master Pruitt? No? One thing I've learned as an unspeakable is the value of simplicity, especially in the heat of battle. Now, let's practice what we've just learned, starting with something small.
Hadi. Levioso.
Levioso.
Hop, hadi bakalım.
Now, let's try something a little larger.
Kalkar
Let
mı?
us begin with a basic cast.
Nasıl yapıyoruz onu da?
See how the dummy deflected your cast? This time, cast Levioso first, then the basic cast. Remember, a surprised opponent is a weak opponent, as Master Pruitt so artfully has it. Good. Now, the basic. Well done.
Vallahi yakarım
Very
çırasını ha.
good. But the best way to practice is by dueling. We'll start with you two. Duelists, take your marks.
Time for a proper Hogwarts welcome.
Now, I want a fair duel, using only Levioso, basic cast, and Protego. You may begin.
İşler karışacak şimdi.
This should be easy.
Levioso! You're good.
How perceptive. Thank you.
Protego!
Protego.
Levioso!
Complicates things.
Levioso!
This can't be your first duel.
Let's just say I'm a quick learner.
Uzola.
Stupid one.
I do enjoy life like you.
Levioso!
Only all my students were this adept.
Yok ettim ya artık.
Use the basic cast when your opponent's guard is down.
Levioso! Protego!
Watch your opponent for signs to attack or defend yourself.
Stupid!
Attım aşağı vallahi bu sefer. Hayırdır ya sen? Bizi bunlar çömez
Not
görüyor
bad
ya.
for a beginner. You give as good as you get.
Hıh mı? Yavuşağa bak ya.
I put you on the spot, and you rose to the challenge. Points to Ravenclaw.
Thank you, Professor Heckert. Glad to have the opportunity to practice.
If what I've seen today is any indication, we can expect great things from you. I demand excellence from my students. They are capable of achieving it, and they must achieve it. A classroom duel is one thing, but battling dark wizards, or as ever more likely, goblins, is a different kettle of Grindylows entirely.
Understood, Professor.
So, I'd advise you to keep practicing whenever you can. Perhaps Mr. Sallow will have some ideas for you. Again, well done today. I shall reach out soon with additional assignments.
Aa,
All
right. That's enough spectacle for one day. Class is dismissed.
Lan
Nice work.
I enjoyed that.
Well, that duel was quite
zevk
something.
aldım diyor.
Everyone will be talking about it.
It was certainly good practice.
Practice. It felt more like I was dueling an expert. Sebastian Sallow, by the way. Didn't expect a new student to be so deft with a wand. Then again, perhaps this wasn't your first duel.
In fact, it was. Perhaps I have a knack for it.
Be coy if you like, but I know better. Magic requires intention and talent. You know, you
Zannetmiyorum
might be
diyor.
a perfect fit for a certain exclusive, unsanctioned dueling organization.
İlginç.
Exclusive and unsanctioned. Count me in.
Excellent. Knew I was right about you. If you want to get the most out of your time at Hogwarts, you're going to need to break the rules now and then. Whether it's joining a secret dueling club or sneaking into the restricted section of the library, you just have to be clever enough not to get caught.
Thank you, Sebastian. I'll keep that in
Zaten
mind.
zekiyiz
Good.
kardeşim, hayırdır
Pleasure
ya.
chatting with you. I'm sure I'll see you soon. Perhaps somewhere unsanctioned. We'll see if your performance today was sheer luck or actual skill. Look for Luke and Brattleby near the clock tower entrance. If you're interested. Till next time.
Bakacağız. Oo, level 2 oluyor. Şimdi şuradan gidelim bakalım. Diğer göreve gidelim. Tılsımlar sınıfına gidelim. Buradan yukarı. Doğru yolda mıyız? Merhaba. Oğlum her şey hareket ediyor.
Revelio.
Burada bir kasa masa bir şey var mı bakalım.
What do you want?
Şey yok.
May we talk about this?
Aha, hayaletler. Hayaletler koşuşturuyor. Şuradan gideceğiz Ellam. Daha çıkayım mı ya? Oo. Kaç kat çıktık be? Burası.
Professor Ronan tends to go on a bit. We sometimes have to remind him to finish the lesson.
Bakalım.
Here,
Mekanlar falan
Behind
çok
you.
güzel. Yani
there is an open seat here.
Thank you.
Hello, I am Nettie. So you are the new student. Have you met Professor Ronan yet?
Shall we begin? Welcome to Year 5 of Charms. Now, this will be a crucial year in your education on the art of charm work. But I am confident that we will take hold with a passion and rigor requisite of such a challenge. Right, now, everyone, please open your textbooks to page 517. But before we begin, can anyone here tell me the difference between the incantations of the color change and growth charms? Anyone? Anyone? Hmm?
biz söyleyeydik ya.
I am afraid it is too late to study now.
Aa.
My, the summer months must have really taken a toll on you all. By the looks of it, you all spent your holidays practicing Obliviate on one another. Do you even remember how to perform a basic summoning charm? Well, it seems that we are in dire need of review. Everyone get into pairs and take positions on opposite sides of the classroom. Now let's put those textbooks to use as the blunt objects you so believe they are, and take turns summoning them out of one another's hands. Only one book will be needed per partnership, Miss Dale. Thank you. Get into place now.
Accio.
That is not bad.
You are a swift learner. I see a lot of potential, but remember, potential is nothing without practice. Keep at it. You might just rival Miss Onai here. Very good, everyone. That's enough of that. Well, as you all seem to have the basics down, and it is an exceptionally lovely day, I was thinking that we might have ourselves a little excursion outside for a spot of fresh air. After me.
Hadi bakalım. Ne oldu? Böyle yükleme ekranı geliyor muymuş ya? İnanılmaz.
I've always found that fun goes hand in hand with mastery, as I'm sure the Quidditch players amongst us would agree. So, what better than a bit of sport to put our prowess with the summoning charm to the test, right? So why don't we have our newest student start us off?
Hep ben de başlarsınız zaten. Şimdi nasıl oluyor?
Very simply, cast Accio on one of the spheres
Accio.
and relinquish your charm at the last possible moment. Now, think of this like gobstones, if you will. But instead of throwing the marbles out, you are summoning... Very good! Not to worry. That's it! Stay focused. Excellent. Good. Happens to the best of us.
Orada
Very good. Points to Ravenclaw. But there's certainly no sport in playing without some friendly competition. Miss Onai, would you
Yapamadık
care
ya.
to give our new student a bit of a challenge? Come on up. You'll be the blues just as before, and Miss Onai, you are playing red. Clear?
okey.
Yes, sir.
Let us see this.
Ben tutturamıyorum ki.
Accio.
Aa!
Here we go. That is how it's done.
Ablacım full 50'lerdesin ya. Lan! Allah be!
Not to worry.
Watch this. There we go.
Zevkli ha.
Accio.
Hadi 50.
Splendid!
50. Kusura bakma. O kazandı ya. Düşürmeyeydim iyiydi.
Let us make this a bit more interesting, shall
Hadi
we?
getirelim. Ne yaptın?
I think we are well past
Oh.
interesting at this point.
I'll say.
Enough chatter. Focus now. You will need it. This round settles it all.
Let us see this.
Accio.
Abi dur be.
Stay focused.
O kadar ayarladık. Bizimki hep boşa düşürüyor ya.
That is how it's done.
Ha, ne oldu şimdi? İşte bu. Bir tane patlatsa. Üf üf üf. Yok abi, hiç şansımız yok yani. Ah.
Well done.
O ilkini düşürmeyecektik yani.
Very good, both of you. Well done.
İyiydi, iyiydi. Next time diyelim. Ne diyelim? İlkini düşürmeyecektik. İlki düşünce hepsi gitti tabi orada.
Class is dismissed. Gather your things on the way out.
Well done back there. You took the loss in stride. Didn't want to go too easy on you. Took me weeks to become proficient with Accio. Took weeks for me to get anything right
Güzel
when I
büyüyor ama.
transferred here. It gets easier, I promise.
That's good to hear. It's a lot to take in all at once.
To put it lightly, I remember how I felt when I first arrived. I transferred here from Wagadu just before my 4th year. My mother received an offer to teach divination here. Before I knew it, we had left Uganda and were halfway around the world at a new school in a new country.
Memnun oldum.
Well, it's been nice talking and competing with you.
And with you.
Görüşürüz.
I think Professor Ronan wants to talk to you. Better not keep him waiting. Until next time.
Of course, you can use Accio on humans, if you're so inclined.
Well, you'd be using it.
After my brother.
Professor Ronan reminds me of my grandfather.
A word, if you would.
You wanted to speak with me, Professor?
I did. I trust your first charms lesson lived up to expectation?
Well, an outdoor competition wasn't exactly the lesson I was expecting, sir.
What charm is there in the expected? Miss Onai is a talented witch. Take it in stride. One often gains the most from the battles one has lost.
Of course, Professor. It was a challenging match.
Miss Onai is always a fierce competitor, though I sense that she is a bit distracted of late. Now, Professor Weasley has asked that your professors give you instruction outside of the ordinary curriculum. Expect to hear from me soon regarding a special assignment that I am preparing for you.
Hadi bakalım. ...260 XP geldi. Ne oldu şimdi? Nereye gideceğiz? Aha, yeni görev mevcut. Bakalım. Böyle işaretleyelim abi.
Hello. How was your first day coming along?
Konuşabiliyor muyuz lan? Aa, konuşuyorum.
Hello, Samantha. Nice to see you again.
Ha, bu
I wondered how
Samantha'ymış.
your first day was going. You certainly seem to hold your own in charms.
Bu çok zor
Thank
değildi
you,
ya.
but it really wasn't all that challenging.
My brother William would tell you not to be so humble and to trust your abilities. Then again, he tends to be a bit overconfident in his. Well, better see to my charms homework. I find Professor Ronan's lessons a bit more challenging than you do.
Biraz hızlı koşarım. Buralarda yürürüm.
Revelio.
Buralarda bir şey yok herhalde. Lan her şey hareket ediyor ya. Ben anlamıyorum ki neyin ney. Bu arada bir şey diyeyim mi? İyi ekran kartınız yoksa oyunu almayın abi. Benimki o kadar sınır ki. Yani 1070 sınır yani şu an.
Revelio.
Çıt etti. Çıt etti.
Beatrice Green from Dogweed and Deathcap is an odd woman.
Handy resource indeed, your field guide. I'm most
Conversation
pleased
she
to be
was.
included.
Quite interesting, actually.
O ne lan? Ana. Hırıltı da veriyor bak. Aslan. Hadi bakayım. Görevde yapalım bakalım.
What about the room,
Aa,
Professor?
Goblin'e bak.
I was thinking the same thing, Deke. Perhaps you could help.
Oh, excuse, Deke.
Ah, there you are. I trust your first classes went well?
They did, Professor.
I heard as much from Professors Hecat and Ronan. Seems Professor Fig taught you quite a bit before you arrived. I'd wager there's a good deal more to your travels here than what you've told me, isn't there?
Yok bir şey yok ekstra.
Nothing more, Professor.
I see. Like trying to get a sonnet from a streeler. Regardless, you must continue to build upon what you've learned. In that regard, I've asked your professors to help hasten your progress with some extra assignments.
I'm not sure I have time for extra assignments, Professor.
You shall find the time. You'd be astonished to know just how much you don't know. In fact, Professor Ronan will meet you outside momentarily to assign your first one. Now, regarding the trip to Hogsmeade I mentioned earlier, we've arranged to replace the supplies lost on your way here, including seeds, potion recipes, and spellcrafts.
Thank you, Professor.
And Mr. Ollivander will connect you with the perfect wand. You've managed your classes well with a borrowed wand, but you'll find the magic you cast with your own wand to be far superior.
Okay.
I'm eager to get to Hogsmeade.
Very well. I'd like you to make your first visit to the village with a classmate. Help you get your bearings. Perhaps Sebastian Sallow or Natsai Onai. I've noticed you spending time with them.
I'd like to go with Natty.
Excellent choice. Miss Onai is one of our most talented students. And she knows the area. She'll keep you well clear of any of Victor Rookwood's undesirables en route.
Rookwood?
A rather unsavory local. Best to avoid him and his associates, including his right hand of sorts, Theophilus Harlow, if you can. Once you've finished Professor Ronan's assignment, your friend will meet you at the castle doors. No time to waste. The sooner you complete your work, the sooner you can enjoy a butterbeer at the Three Broomsticks.
Dur şimdi bakalım. Ödevler Hogwarts profesörleri tarafından size verilen ve tamamlandığında sizi yeni büyüler ödüllendiren görev türleridir. İlk görevinizi tamamlamanın ödülü, diğer görevi tamamlamak için gerekli olan onarım büyüsü Reparo olacaktır. Görevleri ve ilerlemeli görevler menüsüne takip edesin. Saha rehberiniz. Eyvallah. Rapor vereceğiz şimdi ha. Aa, kedinin rengi değişmiş. Ah, dayıya burada. Bakalım şimdi.
Ah, there you are.
Buradayım.
You have a new spell to teach me, Professor.
Indeed I do, and an exceedingly useful one at that, the mending charm Reparo. Fixes things right up, makes a broken object good as new in the blink of an eye.
It seems as if that might come in handy.
More frequently than one would imagine. As Professor Weasley mentioned, I am not the only one who will be
Bu
teaching you
büyüleri
spells
nasıl aklımızda
outside of
tutacağız ya
class
biz?
in an effort to catch you up with your peers. A number of your professors have agreed to do so as well, but first, each shall ask that you complete a few preliminary tasks to hone your magic. I have arranged some for today. See them through and then report back to me. We will have you casting Reparo in no time.
I'll start on the task right away, Professor.
Revelio.
Başkalaşım avlusundaki bu fiskenin tepesinde ejdere benzer ve öğrencilerin bir araya gelmesi için rahatlatıcı bir yer görevi görür. Muhtemelen Sir Logan tarafından başlatılan aksiyondaki söylenekler rağmen kesinlikle canlı şövalye tarafına gösterilen katıldığı vay ejderi anlamına gelmez. Bunları alınca XP de geliyor öyle. Şimdi nereye gidiyorum? Buraya gidiyorum.
This is the right area. I wonder where the flying page is.
Revelio.
Oğlum şurada nasıl... Ben bunu çekeceğim mi şimdi? Bir dakika. Aynen. Hadi bakayım. Tek attım ha. Büyüleri bilmek önemli
flying
abi.
page must be around here somewhere.
Revelio.
Hadi bakayım. Level 3 oluyor. Eğer 47 dakikadır beni izliyor ve abone olmadıysan tam sırası.
I trust the preliminary tasks weren't...
I completed the assignments, Professor.
Marvelous. You clearly know your way around basic charms. Let us give the old mending charm a try then, shall we? Remember to be deliberate in your enunciation and movements. I want to see some vigor. Now, wand at the ready.
Yes, sir.
Remember, your wand is a conduit of your magic.
Allah. Bir tane de yanlış bastım orada ama. Onarım büyüsü Reparo bozuk nesne ve çevredeki parçaları onarmak için kullanılabilir. Yolu molu köprüyü onarcık iyi.
That's it. Very good. If you would like to practice mending something, have a go with that broken statue in the alcove by the water. It allegedly symbolized heartbreak. Perhaps a jilted lover thought it too accurate and lashed out.
Nerede kırık heykel var ya? Şurada.
Reparo.
Nicely done. Works like a charm, doesn't it?
Oldu mu? Oldu abi. Mis gibi oldu bakayım. Çok güzel. Ben yaptım onu. Tamam benlik bir şey yok artık herhalde.
Revelio.
Oğlum burada bunlar ne böyle ya? Nasıl girerim oraya ben? Oraya şimdi giremem herhalde ya. Dur bakayım. Şuraya gidelim. Şuradan mı gideceğiz? Oradan gireceksek bakarım şimdi oraya.
Revelio. Accio. Levioso.
Ulan unuttuk ha. Hah, aldım.
Revelio.
Nasıl açılıyor buraya? Açamıyoruz. Benim öyle bir yetkim yok herhalde şu an.
Do you think Elizabeth would like a plain drink?
Ya
I
buradan değil,
really have
şuradan.
made a mess.
Yanlış yollardan
There's
gidiyor.
something in there. I just
Okul biraz büyük olduğundan karışabiliyor yollar.
Revelio.
Böyle pıçink edince bir şey oluyor gibi oluyor ama bir şey olmuyor aslında. İlginç. Selamünaleyküm. Heh.
Hello, looking for me?
Seni arıyorum. Kimi arayacağım?
Natty, I hope I haven't kept you waiting long.
Not at all. Professor Weasley tells me that you need to go to Hogsmeade. You must be eager to have your own things again. And to see the village.
I've been looking forward to it.
Good. Shall we set off? I intend to give you a first-rate Hogsmeade experience.
Şimdi burada yine bir saate geldik. İkinci bölümü de burada bitirelim. Üçüncü bölümde burada kaldığımız yerden devam ederiz. Şimdi buraya kadar izleyen arkadaşlar hala abone olmadıysanız bir abone butonuna tıklayın. Üçüncü bölümü de keyifli bir şekilde izleyebilirsiniz daha sonrasında. Koşma gülüm, koşma Neti.
I was glad Professor Weasley asked me to
Neti koşma
accompany
Neti.
you.
Bekle.
Really?
Yes, I had planned to extend an invitation to you myself. I thought you might enjoy a butterbeer in the village. The timing of Professor Weasley's owl was perfect.
Dediğim gibi 3. bölümde görüşmek üzere. Kendinize iyi bakın. Videoyu beğenmeyi de unutmayın.